Hello and welcome to Crossing Tommy. Today I just kind of want to talk to you as my audience and really actually truly as my friends. So many of you I've known for years and have interacted with. I've had the opportunity to pray with you and to get to know you, and I've been so glad to do so. And I guess in saying that is a little bit of what I want to touch on in this video. You see, I'm in the online space to be able to connect with people, to create content that bridges a distance between a person and their ability to get to know or to be reintroduced to Christ or the Bible or any of those good things, even if it's just through a Christian friendship, which I do hope to and try to provide. I was hoping to not have to edit this video at all, but my hair just came undone, so yikes, there's that. Okay, you might be thinking, literally, Tommy, where are you going with this? Well, the thing is, I have really enjoyed being able to make content, to make Christian content for these last few years. And I've wanted to remain authentic to the people that I'm trying to communicate to. I mean, I'm trying to explain and present the gospel. I'm trying to connect biblical realities to cultural moments, and I want nothing to hinder the gospel. I want no affiliation or asking anything of my audience to get in the way of that main point and that main message. But in a way that kind of makes me bad at the business side of being a content creator. Don't hear me wrong. I do think that I have things to say and that I can add to this space in a really positive way, and I'm going to continue doing so as long as I am free and able to. But within that, I have not taken partnerships for sponsorships that people have wanted me to partake in because I don't know that it fully reflects the needs and desires of my audience. And I'm honestly not interested in trying to sell something to my audience, if that makes sense. On the other side of that, I've also not been someone who's felt very comfortable with fundraising from my audience. Because first of all, again, I keep using the word audience because that's the business word for it, but really, you're my people, you're my friends, I was about to name specific names, but you're the people that I pray for before I go to bed. You're the people that I pray for in the middle of the day. You're the people who I search the scriptures for to help answer your questions. You're the people that I care about. And you're the people that I hope, if I can't meet you this side of heaven, that we get to hang out up there together because of our time and interactions here in this space. So what matters more ultimately is your relationship with Christ. And if I get at all to be a part of that relationship through any of my friendship, time, or teachings that I might give. And I say teachings loosely, I'm kind of being in homeschool mom mode here. I really just mean more like willingness to have discussion around biblical topics. So why am I saying all of this? Because in my lack of ability or desire or willingness to be good at the business side of content creation so that I can use content creation for the gospel and for relationships, I'm at a place where I do want to start thinking about how I can reasonably put my time into Crossing Tommy and possibly generate a little bit of something sustainable from it. And I think that numbers don't matter to me. That's not why I'm here. They're a metric of some other kind of success. My success is that I know some of you by name. My success is that I get to be a small part of your life. That's what matters to me. And so I've been thinking about ways that I could realistically ask my friends to engage with my content in a way that would help, I guess, both of us. It would allow me to continue to make content and make it consistently, and even possibly one day to elevate my content. I know you already know this, but most of my content is filmed on my phone. I don't have a proper camera, and that's okay with me, but one day that might become something that I need. And fun story, a couple of my tech things have kind of failed recently, and I'm like, oh, well, I can't really replace those right now, but God will provide in the right time. But it does make you think about this reality of we live in a world that functions on money, and yet I just want to share the gospel. I don't want to market something that is making people feel like they have to give me money, if that makes sense. So I figured out that the best way to kind of bridge that gap where my audience members aren't giving more than they reasonably can, should, or even have, and I'm not asking you to go buy something or do something that you aren't already going to be interested in. As much as I'm sure you guys would like a new deodorant brand or maybe a new Bible study tool, maybe one day, but that's just not where I feel like Crossing Tommy is or even should be right now as a channel or as a brand, which is like a fun business word to say that I don't think of myself in at all. Like, I am just Tommy. So one thing that we could possibly do is once my YouTube becomes monetized, then YouTube will pay me to make videos. So that's something to look forward to, and definitely a goal that I'm working towards. However, since that's not attainable right now and not the reality for my channel right now, I have decided to lean into the Amazon Influencer Program and give sincere and honest recommendations around Amazon products that I actually use and that I would actually tell my friends to use. And so, if you want to support the channel without actually having to give me money, but you already shop on Amazon, then I would like to ask you to, at times, choose to click on my links and explore some of the things in my Amazon influencer shop. And ask yourself if those are any things that you might be interested in including in your purchase, because maybe you're already looking for that sort of thing. And then hopefully I could help you in 2 ways, which would be great. And in doing so, what happens is you get the things you were already going to get from Amazon, and I get a tiny, tiny commission from that because I'm part of the Amazon Influencer Program. And so in a lot of ways, it really makes me feel more comfortable being able to sustain the work of Crossing Tommy without asking you guys to financially sustain it, if that makes sense. This helps me to feel most authentic in my content and most authentic in my online presence. Again, I'm not here for those monetization reasons. I'm here because I want to share the gospel and I want to connect with people. And I really care about the people and the things that I talk about. So I would really like to continue doing this, and if you would consider going through my Amazon storefront before you buy things, or sharing any of my Amazon posts, or recommending my Amazon storefront to any of your friends or family, especially with the holiday shopping season coming up, if you partake and there's things that you would get on Amazon, please consider going through my links. And with that said, if there are also things that you have questions about, like maybe you want to know about my Bible, and maybe you'd want me to do a review video on my Bible, and you feel like that's something you would watch on Crossing Tommy, you can let me know and I'll consider it. I really don't want my channel to kind of become this place of selling things, because again, I'm here to share the gospel and to hopefully give a godly mom perspective on some of the topics that I talk about. So if you made it this far through the video, please put a fun emoji in the comments and just know that I am giving you a hug because of it. And I so appreciate you just sitting and listening. I know this has been a little bit more of a relaxed down kind of conversation, but if you also made it this far, I will take a moment to say, you know that I am in the wake of grieving the loss of my father. And there's just been a lot of times where I feel like I haven't been able to work on Crossing Tommy, and I've needed to focus on my family and focus on properly mourning. And it really is illuminating to watch some of your work and progress kind of go down a little bit when you can't keep contributing to it. And so I know I need to think about the future, and I need to think about some sustainable things. So if you could join me in praying for all of these things, that would be great. And I just love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here. God loves you, and I do too, so, so much.